strength from God. In a garden filled with giant, swaying sunflowers, a young boy named Silas began his morning adventure. The world felt very big, and sometimes the shadows between the leaves looked a little too long. Silas took a deep breath and remembered a special promise. God gives me strength to stand up tall. Silas reached a part of the garden where the grass grew thick and the path seemed to disappear. He felt a little bit nervous about where to go next. But then he remembered that he wasn't walking alone. His power helps me through it all. Suddenly, a gust of wind whistled through the trees, making the branches rattle like loud drums. The noise was startling, but Silas didn't run away. He stood his ground, feeling a quiet strength bubbling up inside him. No harm or fear can hold me down. Silas noticed a tiny bluebird sitting on a low branch, shivering as the wind blew. He realized that being strong didn't just mean being brave for himself, it meant sharing that warmth with others. For he is near, his love surrounds. The sun broke through the clouds, painting the garden in shades of gold and sparkle. Silas felt like he was wearing a suit of invisible armor made of light. He stepped onto the path with a new energy. He helps me walk in courage bright. Further down the trail, Silas found a shiny red apple that had fallen. He saw another path that looked easier, but went away from the garden gate. He stopped to think about which way to go and choose what's good and true and right. Along the way, Silas spotted a small beetle flipped over on its back, struggling to move. Silas knelt down gently. He knew that even the smallest acts of kindness were part of God's big plan for strength. As the afternoon grew quiet, a wonderful feeling of calm filled the air. Silas didn't feel worried about the big world anymore. His heart felt steady, like a drum beating a happy tune. With God's strong peace in heart and mind, Silas stood up and headed toward home. Each step felt light, as if his shoes were made of feathers. He knew that no matter what tomorrow brought, he had everything he needed right inside him. I step with hope in every stride. Silas reached his front door and looked back at the garden. He was small, but he felt as tall as the mountains. He knew the secret to being brave. God's love was his greatest strength.